which is bringing together all of the services that are already offered and kind of providing a central location for parents to go and providing their children a safe place to drop their kids off every day so they can receive child care services, after school programs, therapy services, summer camps. There are a lot of great services around here, but there's too many limitations on them. Your kids have to be a certain age, or they have to have a disability, or they can't have a disability, or there's limitations on everything. And when my daughter was 4, I was told that she would not be allowed in the preschool classroom. She would have to remain in the toddler classroom at daycare because she wasn't potty trained. And I fought that, and I got her moved up to the classroom with her peers, which is where she should have been all along. But in the back of my mind, I was just thinking, these are the people that are caring for my child every day. Do they really have her best interests at heart if they think that she belongs with children that are 1 or 2 years younger than her? So what we want for Pathway is for parents to be assured when they drop their children off that they will be cared for properly with a trained staff, a staff that's been trained to teach children with disabilities. But we will also welcome with open arms typical children as well, because one of the most important things about Pathway Inclusion Center is that middle word there, inclusion. Children with disabilities should be included in every aspect of life as every other child, and those children should be able to learn from one another, because children with disabilities become adults with disabilities, and they need to know how to work together and how to play together and how to communicate and how to provide support for one another. And that's really the direction that this field is headed, and I'm so happy about that, because it's taken a lot of people a long time for it to get that way. And I will say Ottawa County is one of the best places and most welcoming places, and in my 3 years here, people have been so open-minded and welcoming, and I honestly don't have a bad word to say about any of the services that we've received in our time here. The only problem is that sometimes you have to drive a long ways to find what you need, and it shouldn't be like that. And you shouldn't have to kind of connect the dots and find this service over here and this service over here and this service over here. There should be one central place where parents can go, and we bring the services to the kids while they're at daycare, and they can receive everything they need there. We do want to work with the public schools. I will say that. My children both attend Port Clinton Public Schools, and I don't intend for that to change. Pathway will strictly be a child care center that also offers after-school programs and summer camps. And if you want to take a look at your program, I want to thank the Naked Bacon Band for providing our entertainment tonight. I also want to thank Mary's Blossom Shop for providing all the flowers and vases on your tables for this evening. That was a huge help. And all of our volunteers, this is the first event where the board has not volunteered, and we're actually getting to enjoy ourselves, and it's nice, and they deserve to be able to actually participate in the fundraising activities for the organization that they've worked so hard to create. So thank you to all of our volunteers for making that happen. We couldn't be doing this without you. I personally want to thank my parents, because with all of the long list of activities Pathway has participated in this past year, I couldn't have been at any of them if it weren't for my parents watching my children. So thank you for always being there for me. I don't even really ever have to ask. They allow me to pursue this dream of mine and never ask any questions. So, and last but not least, I want to thank my board of directors. Like I said, I've only lived here for 3 years, so while I do consider all of them my friends, we did not grow up together, and I've only met some of them within the past 12 months, and each and every one of them has trusted me and followed me and helped me create this vision that Stacy and I had, and I couldn't have done it without each and every one of them, and I just want to thank them for being there for me and being friends. And it's so nice to work with people that you generally consider friends. And so thank you to my board of directors. Your slideshow is not up right now, but if you look in your program, you will see the list of the board of directors. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to forget anybody under pressure. And lastly, I just want to say this is our first Pathway Gala. Hopefully there will be many more to come, and I'm sure with each year they will get bigger and make us more money, hopefully.
They're going to be bigger in the future each year. What are you talking about?
But I just want to say that despite that, this year, 2016 Pathway Gala will always be my favorite.
It's okay.
Thank you. This one really means the most to me, I think, because it's really the first large-scale event that we have thrown, and just to really see this come to life has been such an amazing experience for me over these past 12 months. So thank you all for being here, and now I want to present Chloe.
Stacy should come stand here too.
Yes.
Do you want to come up here now, Stacy, or do you want to wait till later?
I want her to stand with us.
Okay, you've been ordered to the front. This is Stacy Borgio. She's the other co-founder of Pathway, and she will be speaking to you later. Right now, I want to present Chloe Rothschild. She is a 24-year-old who is on the autism spectrum, and she speaks nationally at conferences all around the country, autism conferences, and she's also on Pathway's Advisory Council. And I can say personally that anytime I have ever needed advice for what to do with my own children,
Here's his headphones.
I message Chloe, and she always has an answer, and it always works. So she really is a good resource for us, and we are lucky to have her on our advisory council. And I would like to present her this evening as my friend, first and foremost.
Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Chloe Rothschild. I'm 24 years old and I have autism. I'm an autism advocate, presenter, and writer. I have a public Facebook page. I speak at conferences, school districts, parents, and groups of people. I'm on a mission to teach others about autism so they can understand what it is like from my perspective and help people who have autism better. I live in the Toledo area with my family. My grandparents live in Port Clinton and have for years. In my free time, I like hanging out with friends and family, doing art projects such as painting. You'll get to see one of my paintings in the auction. I love to learn and grow and make progress. I get so happy. It is important that we remember to celebrate each milestone in progress, because even the little things are such big things. Like the time this week that I told my occupational therapist that I still felt overwhelmed, and then said, lights off. A technique I learned because she modeled it once, weeks earlier. This was huge and so amazing. Anything is possible. And of course, she turned off the lights. I believe that learning in progress should take place throughout the lifespan, and that everyone should have the opportunity to access this regardless of their abilities. I also believe that this should be individualized for what each individual wants. For me, I love learning and growing and making progress, and therapy and helping others. These things did not stop once I exited school-age services. I continue to make progress, feel successful at what I do, I'm happy, and I'm teaching others. What more could I ask for? Now that the Toledo area has many